So you've decided to use a Facebook group for your business to grow your leads, grow your awareness, grow your know, like, and trust factor. This video is going to include some tips and tricks that I've learned by growing my Facebook group, Construction Selling. All right, the first thing is understand your need and your audience. What do they want? What are they looking for? And who is it? If you're just like, oh, everybody with a home is a great referral for me, you're not going to do very well in Facebook groups. It's good to make them niche, make them kind of narrowed down. So figure out who is your audience and what's going to draw them in. You're not going to create Mike Claudio's Facebook group. You know, for me, it was construction selling because I wanted people in the construction industry that were looking to get better at selling. For you, it could be local real estate, tips and tricks for travel, property management companies. It could be whatever it is. Who is your ideal target audience, whether it's direct to consumer or referral partners, and then create a group that they're going to get value from. Once you create that group, it's important to make it a access only type group. What I mean by that is you can make it so it's somewhat private that people have to click to join. And when they do, they have to answer a questionnaire. I highly suggest utilizing that questionnaire to collect some form of contact information. For me, we collect their email address, their biggest business pain point, their business name, that kind of stuff. And then we, as an organization, WinRate, will send an email to everybody who joins the group. It says, thank you so much for joining our group. You had this problem. How can we help you? Obviously, I'm a business coach. I'm looking to answer questions for people. So when they join my group, they give me their name, their business name, their biggest problem, and their email address, and then we proactively go engage with them. Third is be consistent in providing content. I've talked about this in a lot of other videos, but look at the top 20 or 30 questions that your target audience has on a regular basis and create some sort of cadence in the group to engage with them. Maybe you're asking questions in the group. Maybe you're asking for advice in the group. Maybe you're promoting people for sharing their stories in your group. It depends on the group, but ultimately promote engagement. Just like anything else on social media, the more engagement there is, the more Facebook's going to push it. So promoting more engagement, promoting more growth, that kind of stuff allows more people to come in, get value. Again, puts you in the authority seat as the owner, the leader of that group, which makes you seem more valuable, seem more important, and ultimately bring value to the questions that your typical audience has. Another really important part of Facebook groups, in my opinion, is getting the existing audience to invite more members. You want like-minded people in there. I did a promotion. I said, I'm going to give $200 to whoever invites the most people over the next 2 weeks. I added like 300 or 400 members to the group. It cost me $200, but it's okay because that one person got value. 30 or 40 people invited 10 to 20 of their friends, and it worked out really well. So for you, it's really important to grow it with like-minded people. So running promotions, running interests, just asking the existing audience and group to invite more like-minded people gets more people in the group, gets more engagement, gets more growth. Something else that'll be important as you grow your group is to get other people to help you administrate it. Groups can become very time consuming with a lot of new members joining, a lot of posts, a lot of other things that go on in the group that need attention of somebody who's like in charge or looking out for the group. So having a couple admins or have some people in mind that can help you run the group and add value and post things. Like I help a few other people run their group just from the things that I've learned. But for you, just think about that as you're growing. And it's cool to have a couple people who are responsible for bringing value because it helps grow the group faster and ultimately brings more value to the audience. Finally, the one thing I think is super important, and I'll leave this up to you guys, you can make it where you have to approve every post that goes into the group. It's in the privacy settings, but ultimately that allows you to control what other people are posting. I didn't want my group to be real pitchy and salesy. Everybody's just trying to promote themselves. So I have to physically approve any posts that go in. I always approve people talking about wins, people asking good questions, people adding value. I'm not going to be the only person adding value, but anybody who's like trying to like pitch themselves or like buy now or look at this deal we have going on, I don't approve those posts and I never will. So that's up to you if you want to go that route. For me, I think it's super important to keep the integrity and quality of the group up. So for you, figure out what you want from that, but I would highly suggest doing that. And then also setting up rules for the group. Every group has the ability to put in rules that the new members have to click that they agree to those rules before joining. It makes it really easy for you to run it, maybe kick some people out if they're not following the rules. Ultimately, you want to keep it a safe and enjoyable environment for everybody. And if you have some bad apples in there, it can really ruin the experience for everybody else that's involved. Ultimately, I highly suggest creating a Facebook group. I highly suggest utilizing it to grow your business, your authority, your trust factor with your audience. I have not seen a better way to find a targeted audience like that that's there for specific types of content. Don't get discouraged early on if it doesn't grow or the engagement isn't there. I've been doing mine for almost 2 years. Like I said, I'm at that 1,700, 1,800 members now. So it's not massive, but I don't need a lot of clients to be successful. So think about it that way. If you had 500 perfect clients, that'd be way better than 50,000 irrelevant clients that aren't local to you. So look at it that way. And then use that group to promote other things that you're doing. Maybe your podcast, maybe your YouTube channel, maybe your other social media. Don't pitch it, but just utilize it as a way to bring more value to the group. I'm Mike Claudio, owner of WinRate Consulting. My Facebook group is called Construction Selling. Please go join it, see what I'm doing, see how I'm engaging with it, and ultimately you'll get some value from it. But learn how to use it for yourself because it can be a great way for you to grow your audience with the right types of people. As always, subscribe to the channel. Plenty more videos coming out every week just like this one.